Hi and welcome to another how-to tutorial. Today we are going to look at how to make a remedy from a herb. To make a remedy from a mother tincture, which is very similar than making a remedy from a homeopathic remedy, it's quite often a good idea to make mother tinctures because we quite often use it in our creams. Although it takes about 3 weeks to produce, it's well worth it. To make a remedy, you're going to need a few drops into a container. Place it on your input plate. Place a container with alcohol on your output plate. Make sure that your selector is on copy. Select the 1 minute time period and then select 75 energy. Now I know I always say select 75, but that's a starting point. It's always best to actually douse and find out what would be the most ideal energy and potency for a herb or any other homeopathic remedies for that matter, or any remedy that you make for that matter. So the energy will be on 75, and I'm going to use for this a potency of CM, which is 806, and then press the start button. See that your mode has turned green and that your balance LED is on, and we now copy the remedy. After the time period has lapsed, you can now take off your remedy. As always, give it a good shake. This can now be labeled and take as same as a homeopathic remedy. 30 drops in a 30 dropper bottle, filled up with distilled water, and you take it 3 drops 3 times a day or 3 drops 6 times a day. That's how you make a remedy from a mother tincture. To make a remedy from fresh herbs, you're going to obviously need some fresh herbs. I'm using rosemary. Well, rosemary is a absolute wonderful remedy for preventative strokes and also for improving mental clarity or mental boost. I will quite often just walk into the garden and just pick a few leaves and chew on them. So to prepare a remedy, you're going to start by snipping the plant flowers and leaves and the stem as fine as possible. You don't need much, that would be sufficient. You're then going to just put it into a small container, just like that, and then you're going to fill it up with alcohol, just to fill it up like that. And again, you're going to give it a good shake, just to loosen all the oils and everything into the alcohol. It's also a good idea quite often to let it stand for an hour or so it allows it to really boost the energy within the alcohol. So when you've done that, you can place it onto the input plate and then place a container with alcohol on your output plate. Make sure that your selector switch is on copy. You can switch your instrument to 1 minute time period, and your energy will then be on 75. And I'm going to leave my potency on a CM, which is 806, and you press the start button. Again, the mode will turn green and your blue LED will show that you are copying the remedy. After the 1 minute period had lapsed, your remedy is ready and can be removed. Again, as usual, we give it a good shake. and then labeled, and this can then also be used in the same way as all the others. A homeopathic remedy, that's 50 drops in a 50 dropper bottle, filled up with distilled water, and then taken 3 drops 3 times a day or 3 drops 6 times a day. And that's how easy it is to make a remedy from a fresh herb. Now, to make a remedy from dry herbs is basically exactly the same as what we have done before, and I'm not going to bore you guys with that. So for the next tutorial that we're planning would be how to use the dials, and we will try and explore all the different ways that's possible in using the dials. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you.